Hi there, I'm AnnMerle. I'm the founder of the FierceOver50 gathering. I'm 73 years old, and I believe that hardworking women over 50 need to do things differently. I believe that we need to move from a ineffective self-care um, hamster wheel that we've been on for most of our productive lives into a self-healing journey. And I want to tell you in this video a little bit about what that looks like. So I run a private, small group, never more than 20 women, where we meet twice a month for 90 minutes, and we practice self-healing techniques. They can look very much like self-care, and I'll explain to you what the difference is, but we are attempting to bring ourselves into a new level of care and intentional healing for ourselves. So what you'll need for what I'd like to do is give you a sort of a sneak peek of one of our 90-minute sessions. And in the process of doing so, talk you through what's different about what we do from going to physical therapists to fix frozen shoulders, which of course you must do if you have a frozen shoulder, but how you can prevent that event from happening, or simply going from exercise to exercise class and thinking that you're doing the best that you need to do for your body and your life. Because what we're talking about here is not simply fixing broken bodies. That's thinking of our body like a machine. We're asking, how can we evolve into the most vivid, wild, vibrant life that we certainly have earned in this second half of our life? So for this session, this mini sort of demonstration session, I only want you to have a mat, like you see beside me, some water. It's always a good idea to journal because we are uncovering things about ourselves, but I recommend a rolled up bath towel. It'll work well enough. What I do use with my women in my program is the Jill Miller Gorgeous Ball and her self-massage balls. So if you want to pause the video and go get those. But there are 5 pathways in which I call my body vitality method. And this is a way that takes us into deep healing. And it begins with, I have some notes, of course, it begins with intention. Our intention is to see ourselves as living, vibrant, interconnected beings, not doings. Up till 50, I was an exhausted achiever. I was doing everything. Is that you? And much more of the day right now. It's an evolving process. I hope and intend to be a being. So the 5 pathways into this, they're a synthetic, integrated process, are most importantly women-centered connection. And I'll say a bit more about that as we begin. Deep rest. If you're like me, you never rested. If you stopped working and maybe you took a quick nap, it was only so you could get up and keep working. So we're talking about a dream space. We're talking about entering into a different kind of rest. When you've stored stress in your body for decades, when you've sat in chairs, hunched over a computer for decades, your body is holding on to that stress. It's gripping, it's weak. And the way to respond is not necessarily to go straight to the gym, although we want to end up there lifting heavy objects so we can maintain our strength into our 80s, 90s, and further, maintain our vitality, maintain our joy, maintain our optimism in life. So where was I? Deep rest, all right? And then we need to learn how to breathe. You can hear I'm not breathing properly now. I'm so excited to be talking to you. I'm a little nervous. I'm warming up into this session. So we'll do some breathing, and I'll talk to you about why and how that is so important as the engine for our intention. And then the secret sauce is myofascial self massage. You know how beautiful a massage feels when you're at the height of stress, but it isn't really changing anything in your body except for that moment that you feel it and maybe a couple hours afterwards. What I teach is how to make that the most powerful engine for making your intention come alive, for bringing wild vitality into your body, truly joyful energy. And then we come into strength. We absolutely need to strengthen. But if you did what I did when I was 50, which was try to lift weights with a very dehydrated and stress-filled myofascial system, your shoulder will freeze. Mine did. It said, not doing that. So then I had to go all the way backwards, see a physical therapist, reconsider my dietary supplements, and learn how to work with my fascia so that now at 73, I can increase my weight as much as my strength will grow without exacerbating a hidden underlying myofascial musculoskeletal injury. Then finally, we come into our whole selves and we integrate this as we move forward. So these 5 pathways: rest, deep rest, breath work, myofascial self-massage, soul-centered strength, because it's not just our bodies, it's our selves that we're strengthening, and woman-centered connection are key. All right, let's get into it. This is not going to take 90 minutes. It's hopefully going to take about 10 minutes because I want to just see if you can feel the difference at the end of 10 minutes and get a sense that there are approaches to shifting your healing pathway that don't take any longer and are in fact quite pleasurable and don't ask you to stop working. So if your brain is going, I'm too busy, I'm too busy, I'm too busy, which is what women say to me all the time, the results can be instantaneous and they can grow from 10 minutes a day. And if you choose to join our gathering, 90 minutes twice a month, just to keep us going as a group. So, woman-centered connection. First of all, put your hands to your heart. Reconnect. We live in our heads. Take a simple breath. Just notice your breath. We'll get to a little more studied breath approach soon. So, feel your hands on your heart. Feel your chest expand. Just calming down and coming into the moment. Women come to our sessions so crazed. They've been working all day or doing what they've been doing. And they go, okay, exercise time. I'm switching gears, but no, it's not exercise time. It's self-healing time. So we are creating a bridge into a different reality here. And that reality means that instead of feeling like we are on our own, doing everything that needs to be done for everyone else, our work, our family, our friends, our home, our parents, we're saying now we're going to connect as women together. So the first thing we do is we think about, what's your intention for this session? What's your intention to shift? And maybe it's something as simple as not thinking constantly about the problems you have to solve. Maybe it's about seeing the sunlight, as I can see peeking out of my window, an unusual day in Chicago to have a bright sunny day. And my intention is to notice that. An intention for our whole group is to feel supported. And so even though we're not in a Zoom group with the women of the gathering here in different windows, I'd like you to imagine women all over the world watching this video and connecting to each other and saying, we are here together. working toward a self-healing perspective. So what we do is we bring our hands up and we face our palms outward towards each other. And with this intention that we've set, we send this energy to the other women who are here with us, both right now as you're watching this and who will watch it later and who have watched it before. And if you can, don't be hard on yourself if you can't, feel the tingling in your hands. I can feel it. I'm sending my energy out to you. Can you feel it? Don't be shy, even if your brain is saying, this is so stupid. Let your brain rest and bring your hands up and join me. It's a way that we can connect. So women-centered connection is crucial in our moving forward as self-healing beings and not exhausted achiever doers. All right, so now we're going to combine our deep rest and profound breath work. So I'm going to join you on my mat with my props. I will show you how to use the rolled up towel, and then I will probably use the Gorgeous Ball because I just love it so much. So what I'd like you to do, and I'm going to move the camera so that you can see me fully. There we go. I'd like you to lay down in, let's see, I think I'll put my head down here. I'd like you to lay in constructive rest. Constructive rest is your knees up and your head on the ground. Your hands can be by your side. And I'm going to check my notes to see what I have planned for us. There are so many ways and things we can do this, but I just want to give you a hint. So this session is going to focus on relaxing a stiff neck. I should have said that earlier. We move through the entire body during the year-long course of the gathering. And it's like we start here and expand to our body and expand to our lives. But first, put your hands on your belly. Bring your knees at a comfortable distance. Feet are up, knees are up, feet are on the floor. First, put your hands on your belly and just let yourself sink into the floor. You don't need to see me in anything that we're doing here, or I'll let you know if you need to look, but my words will guide you because I want you to come inside your body and let your head take a back seat. Let your tea kettle brain take a back seat. So feel your body sinking into the floor. Feel your body melting. Even here, at this beginning of breath and rest, can you feel yourself letting go? We carry so much stress chronically, habitually in our bodies. It's no wonder that we have shoulder pain and back pain and stiff necks and headaches. So the first step is simply feeling your back and body relaxing into the floor. And as I lay here, I can feel my thighs, which is a place where I interestingly hold tension, just relaxing a little bit. I can feel my pelvic floor relaxing. I can feel my back relaxing. And now we're going to put our hands on our belly and inhale through the nose and fill the belly with breath. And then exhale through the nose ideally, but if something disrupts that and you need to breathe through your mouth, that's fine too. Exhaling longer than your inhale, that's what turns on the relaxation response. The problem with our self-care exercise typically is that we are in that stress state when we do that work. And so our body can't heal. It simply works carrying all that load of stress. So here, when women come into class at the gathering, we calm down. We take this moment to bring ourselves into first a more relaxed state, and then hopefully even a dream state where we can open ourselves up to potential and not constantly have our brains reminding us of our to-do list. So just take a moment here. I'll give you just a few moments of silence. And please check how much, how much you can let go during these moments. And now, just because we're going to focus on the neck in this short sort of explanatory session, I'd like you to take your breath, even though you have been taught that your breath lives only in your chest. Actually, it sends energy throughout your body, and I'll talk a little bit more about that next. But I'd like you to direct your breath into your neck and see if you can let the muscles of your neck relax. Now, this is an advanced move, but I know you're here with me for a purpose, so give it a try. Inhale into the neck area. Exhale out. I can feel my neck. It's not yet relaxing because I'm talking, and that puts a lot of stress on my neck. But you're not. So let's try that a few more times. Inhale. Can you feel your neck relaxing? This is intentional self-healing. There isn't a massage therapist or a physical therapist or a teacher asking you to exercise your neck. You, from your inner respiratory system, are using your breath to relax this area of your body. If you can feel even the slightest moment of this happening, I'm so happy for you. All right, so just lay here for a moment. I'm going to ask you to get up in a moment, but I want to tell you a little bit about myofascial self-massage, and then we will stand up, and I'll ask you to join me in the next piece of our very short lesson here. So you may or may not have heard about your fascia. Years ago, when they had an exhibit called, I don't know, like the body, and we were taking our kids to the museum and they were showing bodies, all the muscles of the body, and it was fascinating. And we were looking at the body. All the fascia had been taken off of those models. The fascia is if you take the skin off a chicken breast and you see those white fibers, that's what fascia is. It is a connective tissue that lives in all of our muscles, ligaments, um, tissues, organs. It's woven like a tapestry, and it brings oxygen and blood flow into our body. We are born with fascia and we die with fascia, and it doesn't disappear. The problem is for women our age is twofold, but it's not only women our age, it's actually everybody. The two problems that cause our fascia to become stiff and dry is sedentary activity. And if, like I did, you have been sitting on your chair with hunched over your computer, then your body kind of like paper mache freezes in that position. At 50, I noticed I had a hump on my back, and I still do, but I have stopped it from growing further, although I know women for whom they now have a forward neck position like this. But it's not only from looking at your computer screen and your phone, although that's a topic for another time. The other problem with your fascia is repetitive motion. So if you're a tennis player, if you're playing pickleball, and you're using the same motion again and again and again, your fascia kind of freezes in that position and you can't mobilize your whole body. How do you restore your fascia? And your fascia has to be restored before you can gain strength. So we are learning over the past 10 years, there's been an increased emphasis in fascial research as the key to all of the musculoskeletal problems we're having in our bodies. And this is crucial for women over 50 because we've been through tension and gripping and sedentary action and repetitive motions. Our fascia has become deteriorated. So the answer is so simple. I get so excited, can you tell? Is through blood flow, oxygen, and self-massage. We can restore our mobility, and we do it best ourselves. And in 10 minutes a day, you can do this over the course of a year. You can bring your body back to life. And when you bring your body back to life, you bring vitality, hope, a new vision for your life. So we're not just fixing our bodies so we can get back to work. We're evolving, and that's why I do this work. Okay. So I'd like to just show you a tiny bit about how we can do that with our necks. I, at 50, had a very stiff neck, always had neck pain, always had tension headaches from this tightness, sort of tightening up this lower area. And I'm going to do this. I'm going to show you how to do this both against a wall. And I would recommend, if you don't have a soft ball like this, that you simply use your hands. Your hands are such a beautiful healing instrument, and we think of them as just fingers that type or press on keyboards. But warm them up. You feel warmth in your hands, and then just feel your neck. Touch yourself. I get chills just doing this. I still hold a lot of tension. It's both instantly successful and over the long term creating change. So I can feel tension leave my body. I'm not like digging. I'm not trying to, my women, when they come to me, they're like, we've got to stretch out these tight muscles and it's just another job. No, you're bringing, as though your neck was a little baby, you're bringing warmth, safety, which is what we need to let go of that stress. So you feel that. And this is something you can do. You're sitting at dinner with people. Maybe you're having an uncomfortable conversation and you just go inside and take a moment. The gorgeous ball, which you can use against the wall as well. I'll show you that for a moment. I've got these fancy earrings on that my niece and nephew, Sarah and Josh, gave me. And you don't press hard on your esophagus or your carotid artery, but you simply lean against the wall, which gives you a further moment of relaxation. And this brings a rush of warmth to my neck. I'm breathing just like we did on our backs. I'm breathing and sending my breath into my neck. And I'm feeling not only my neck relax, but my whole body relax. So we've got women-centered connection. We're doing this together. We're using our breath. We're letting our body come into rest. And we're adding a myofascial self-massage. So we're using our breath and changing the direction of our blood flow into our neck. We're down regulating our nervous system. That means we're coming into calm and peacefulness. And this is self-healing. I used to have tension headaches once a week that were debilitating. I don't have them anymore. I don't have them anymore. All right. And now, our necks are, let me grab my phone here. Our necks are so vulnerable. They hold our head up. But when we look at our phone, and I have a friend who puts her phone down on her lap and then lengthens her neck out so that her eyes are as close to her phone, and she is jeopardizing the spine, the cervical spine, because your head weighs 10 to 12 pounds and you really don't want it hanging. You don't want your neck to do the work of hanging forward with weak muscles that can't hold your neck up. So I want to show you how once you have relaxed your neck muscles and you have a sense of, oh, now I feel more relaxed. And we have hundreds of ways to do this. My teacher, Jill Miller, who founded both Yoga Tune-Up and Tune-Up Fitness, has been my teacher for the past 10 years, on top of all the other amazing teachers I've had. We just have endless ways to approach our body, but I'm just showing you one example to kind of make my point. So now we're going to lay down and I'm going to show you how to strengthen your neck, how to do it. Not only if you don't have a gorgeous bowl, you can also use the rolled up bath towel, but you can do this in your car at a stop sign, not while you're driving. So you lay down and you put either the rolled up towel. I guess I'll use that. I'll suffer with my rolled up towel. And no, it's just fine, really. And it's pretty darn effective for this particular exercise. And you can do this with a group of piled up pillows on your bed in the morning. Sometimes I do this. So you've got your inhale and you're in a rested, relaxed position. You're not sort of push, push, push coming to your exercise class to fix your body. You're now in much more of a self-healing, intentional mode, saying, this is bringing me into my future. And I'm going to inhale and exhale. Press the top of your head down onto the towel, and you will feel the muscles along the spine on your neck turn on just a bit. Release, inhale. Exhale, press. Inhale. Exhale, press. It feels so good. It feels really good to bring strength into your body when your body is relaxed and ready to receive it. Inhale, exhale, press. We'll do it 2 more times because I don't want to stop. Inhale. Exhale, press. Inhale. Exhale, press. And then to conclude, I'm going to show you one more way before we finish up. But I want you to, while you're down here, I want you to come back onto your back. And first, take a couple of deep breaths. And use your breath to explore your body and see if parts of it or all of it don't feel a little different than when you joined me. So inhale into your neck. Do you have a little more access to feeling? That access to feeling is a window saying that now I am healing. I'm healing. I'm not just fixing. Healing is a whole body, whole life kind of response, whereas fixing means a part is broken and I'm going to just reduce those symptoms. So, how different do you feel? Let your back sink. It's really just the beginning, but even here you might feel, oh, I'm sinking into relaxation. I can feel more of me, and it feels good. So take another couple breaths. And then I'm going to turn over and get up. You can simply listen, or you can get up and join me face to face, whichever feels good to you. I wanted to let you know, here I'm losing parts of me. I want to let you know that this neck strengthener is a unique situation. You can do it in your car because in contemporary cars, they have designed the headrest to avoid whiplash. So it's a little bit forward. And when you're at a stop sign, you can take a breath, exhale, press the back of your neck against the car. And during a stop sign, 90 seconds, you can do about 3 or 4 of those and just feel a whole lot better. So if you've gotten this far, congratulations. I should have said at the beginning, and I'll say somewhere on this video, that you can find me at www.FierceOver50.com. If you'd like to get on my newsletter, find some free courses, or even join my private program, which is by application only, we can talk. I'd love to talk to you if you're interested. And I'd like you to just take this video and go back to your everyday life and say, where am I merely fixing broken body parts, and how can I move into more of a self-healing approach to my life and my body as a part of that bigger life? So hands on our heart again. Feel your heart. Let's close with hands, palms, sending energy to each other. And remember your intention. Mine is to bring in the sun, the joy from the sun that I see today outside my window, and carry it with me all of today. And I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.